Good morning, Quadcopter 101 here, and what I got for you today is a review of the new Eachine H8D inverted flyer. Now, the original H8 that came out really took the world by storm because it was one of the fastest yaw rate micros and also one of the cheapest nano micros that could, with the fastest yaw rate that anybody had ever seen. But it was kind of insanely fast, kind of uncontrollable fast. Only an expert could fly the original H8. It's still out there and it's still pretty darn cheap. But this is the new version, the H8D, which is capable of inverted flight. There's a lot of new inverted quadcopters out there, and Eachine took notice of that and put out an updated version of the H8, the H8D. Now, to get inverted flight with the controller, all you got to do is press the pitch roll stick down, and tell it to flip, and it will invert. If you want to do normal 360-degree flips, you just press the flip button up here, and it'll do a 360 flip. It also has one key return in headless mode, which you activate by pressing this button here, and it has multiple beginner and expert rates by pressing this button here. But all in all, that's about it. Let's go in for a flight of this quadcopter and see how it performs, of the Eachine H8D. Hope you enjoy this flight. Now, this is its first flight, and I would like to bind it on a perfectly flat surface, and this is the one I know of. Also, I'm going to set that direction there as my headless mode bearing by pointing in the quadcopter in that direction, and I'm going to bind the quadcopter by an up-down, and it should be ready to go. Now, I would like to hand toss this also, so we're going to go out into the field and hand toss it. 1, 2, 3, and it starts out inverted. Let's see if I can go back the other direction. Let's bring it down and invert it. Nice and stable, by the way. And the yaw rate is not insane on this one. Good job, Eachine, for taking notice of that. You don't want insane yaw rate. Cool little invert. Now let's go back to normal inversion. Okay, I'm pressing it. It doesn't want to invert back up again. Let's bring it in. I'm going to land it for a second. Take it off from my hand and see if it'll invert normally. Now, the lights are not blinking, so there should be enough power. Okay. For some reason, it'll do a 360-degree flip. Bring it in there to show that. Does it very well, actually. But what's up with the inversions? Let's try the headless mode. We're going down there. One key return. Okay, it's flying back. Let's go back upwind again in the direction of where I set headless mode bearing. One key return. Flying back. Flies back down to headless mode bearing. Up and entering headless mode. I'm holding the button down. So pressing the one key return headless mode button enters headless mode. Let's bring it in so you can see that. See, I'm flying in headless mode, right, left, and I'm also applying full yaw. So it can do that. Flies headless mode, coming out of headless mode. Let's go to higher rates, see how it flies there. Okay, it has whoa. It has insane yaw rate. Coming back to beginner. Bringing it in close. Intermediate. And bringing it in, and I'll show you that expert yaw. Expert yaw rate. Pretty dang fast. But mine won't invert. What's up with that? What am I doing wrong? Coming back to beginner. Maybe you got to be an intermediate or something to expert. No. Maybe I got to hold it down. Holding down the inversion button. Mine won't invert unless you start off inverted. Let me show you what I mean. Tossing it. That's the only way to Biden does inversion. Let's see what the yaw rate is in inverted. Insane yaw rate and inverted. Come out of that. Back to beginner. Intermediate. Upside down. Ooh, I can't see it in the sun there. Bring it down. Easy inverted flyer. Okay. I'm going to land it for a second because I'm going to fly it normally. Okay, so mine won't fly inverted by pressing that button. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I'm trying these buttons just to... They sound like they're trim buttons. Now the range on this is advertised at 30 meters. Going back to intermediate so we can test that. Let me go down to the edge of the field here. I'm going to go into the shade. Okay, we're at about 50 meters actually, so yeah, about 30. That was 30. Let me go up a little bit higher. Oh, crap. There we go. I'm sorry. That was about 30, 40 meters. It maintains the last throttle setting. I kept on climbing there. I was scared there for a second. But it maintains it for about several seconds trying to regain the transmitter, and then it will drop. I thought, oh, I had a flyaway there, but no. It shut off. Let's see if I can rebind. Okay. And I can rebind. Let's just demonstrate that, just so to be safe, to let you see what happens. Running the throttle, shutting the throttle off, 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006, and then it drops. About 6 seconds it will fly before dropping. Rebinding again. Well, it is a good flyer. Just my inversion button doesn't work on mine. Mine might be defective. So for the remainder of the battery, let's just fly it around. It does really nice funnels, by the way. Look at that. That's an intermediate funnel. I'm going to go hit the expert button here shortly. Expert ready? Let's see what it does. Whoa! Beginner. Beginner funnel. Intermediate funnel. Expert funnel. And there goes the battery. So, all in all, it is a good flyer. Just a good old micro flyer. Unfortunately, my inversion button doesn't work for some reason. It's probably defective on mine. But you can fly it even if yours is defective. You just give it a hand toss. It seems to favor upside down on a hand toss. It enters inverted flight for me at least. So all in all, I like it. It's a nice little fun little micro. The Eachine H8D. Hope you enjoyed this flight. Quadcopter 101 signing out. Bye.